Better if I was on the left, but it's fine. Okay, so good morning, everyone, and welcome to McCarthy Online Podcast. Yes, MCOP. So today I'm with this good-looking guy who's my legally official son, aren't you?
Yeah.
What's your full name, so?
Well, my name is Santiago Alonso.
Nice to meet you, Santi.
Yeah.
What's
Hello.
your full name?
Santiago Alonso McCarthy Gonzalez.
Mucho gusto. That's in Spanish, guys. Okay. So, what are we going to talk about today? I'm Owen McCarthy, and this is my podcast with my son. So, what are we going to talk about today? Be
About,
serious now. This is very, very serious. Please be serious.
about the relationship from a stepfather and a son.
Yeah.
Stepson.
Okay, so what is that?
No, you tell me.
I tell you. Okay, well, I'm interviewing you. Okay, so, all right. So, how long have you been my stepson?
I think for like 7 years.
Okay.
Seven.
Like 9. Okay. So, I got with your mother and we became a couple in 2012. And then we were together for around 3.5 months. Then I went back to Ireland in December and she came and visited me for 2 weeks. And then in 2013, I came back and asked her to marry me. And then later that year, then we got married.
Okay,
So
long time.
basically, since 2013 until now.
Right.
Okay, and then I went to Ireland with mom for like 10 months, and then we came back in October of 2014. So basically, officially, it's been 20 since 2013, but like realistically, since like 2014 until now. So we're talking like 7 years, nearly 8. So I've known you since you're 5 and you're 14 now, and you're some hormonal teenager, and the world is
Yeah.
against you, normal kind of stuff like that. Okay, so how would you explain what it is like for a new person to enter your life in a adult kind of a role?
Well, in my age, I was like, because I was a kid, I was very happy to have someone to play, and it was like a man, not a girl.
Mm.
So it was more fun. And
And why was it not a girl? Explain your family situation. How many women are in your family?
well, we are my mother, my two aunts, and my grandmother.
Okay.
And my grandfather, but he wasn't usually in the house.
Okay, so it was mainly a female dominated house.
Yeah, and my
Okay.
mom too.
And your mom. So then you're talking about 4 women, then your grandfather wasn't there normally. Okay, so then what happens then when someone else is in your family?
Well, I was very well, I don't remember a lot, but I remember that I was very happy to have someone to play for a little time. Um, I was like, my mom and you told me that I was jealous and stuff when you were like in a car or something like that, but I don't really remember that.
Mm-hmm.
But I remember something like funny to play with Lego and all of that.
Okay. And so what's different now? Because I met you when you were 5 and you're 14 now, so what's the difference?
Well, that all the years I'm like, you're more serious now, like a father. You have different things to do.
Okay.
Me, the school, and all of that. So yeah, like a lot of things have changed.
Why?
Like a relation, it's very different. Some things that I didn't know when I was like a kid, um, like parts of yourself that you didn't show at that when I was that young, or and with different attitudes
Okay.
in different situations. So yeah.
Okay, so how would you talk to people that don't have a stepdad in Mexico? Just for anybody that's listening, we're based in Irapuato, Guanajuato, in Mexico. Okay, so it's like the very dead center of Mexico, and it's like an automotive capital, basically. So, what would you say for all of those kids that don't have a stepdad and are growing up in a single parent family? Generally, a single mother family.
Well, that I have noticed that, for example, some friends that I have that don't have like a father or like mm, a father, like a figure,
Mm-hmm. A father figure. Yeah.
father figure, yeah, are like maybe not like brave enough, or like very weird attitudes, and I think it's very important to have like the father act figure. I think it gives you support in some situations, and it shows you what you want to be as a man and what you don't want to be as a man.
Okay, so what, like, I mean, how do you think? Now, it's a difficult question. It's kind of a little stupid as well, but how would you be different if you didn't have an influence of another man in your, excuse me, in your life?
Well, I think like when I was younger, I think it was very like apegado to my aunts and like very
Stuck to.
stuck to. Yeah, and I don't know. Maybe I was didn't feel a lot of support because I remember with my mother that I feel like kind of uncomfortable talking about certain things.
Mm.
And I think with you, for example, I have more like I can feel more like expressive, and I know that you'll be helping my mom, like talking and all of that. So I feel more support from you and my mom.
Okay. So who, if you had to define who your family is now, your immediate family, who is that?
My family, like
Immediate family.
um,
Familia nuclear.
yep. So it will be you and my mom. That's it, and my dogs.
And you didn't put your mum first, you put me first. That's terrible. Okay. So, okay, then how does this change about you as a father in the future? What's different about that?
Well, I'm going to know more about like how to be more like to my son in the future. But
To be more like
to
what?
be more like, or not to be more like I know maybe how would I react to if he does something like bad or I don't know something like that.
Okay. So, do you think you would be a strict or a liberal parent?
Liberal parent.
Why?
No, I think I have seen in a lot of experiences that when they have their first kid and then they're very strict, the kid is very like close-minded
Hmm.
and like all like doesn't want to talk to other people, and so I don't want that for my kids.
Okay, so then do you think my mother or your mother and me, do you think we are strict parents with you?
Um, I don't think so. Well, I think even apart, I don't want to be like punished or something like that, so I do my what I need to do. So I don't think you're strict. I think you're strict in some things, but I think I have them all like in my mind.
Okay, so how could I, what is one of my, like, to use like a professional term, like what is one of my areas of opportunity, for example? How could I get better as a dad? What else do I need to do to be a better dad to you?
Mm, I don't know. I don't really know. No.
Why? Don't be shy now. It's not like there's millions of people listening.
Feel like I don't know. Maybe more like calm.
More
Like
calm, okay. So do you think when you have kids in the future, you would be more relaxed?
yeah, I mean I don't want my kids to be like uh, like closed or anything,
Mm-hmm.
but I don't want them to be like um, not responsible and all of that. I want like a middle thing.
Do you think once you have a kid, well, do you think when you have a kid in the future, you would be very protective of your kid?
Yeah, I think like
Why?
not overprotective, but yeah, protective. Like I don't want my kids to don't feel like I am like he has a father.
Mm. And so the fact now that your name in the past was Gonzalez Navarro, and now your name is McCarthy Gonzalez, how do you think that has changed your mentality or the way you see your life or your potential possibilities? What do you
Can you
think?
put the camera more like that so I can do this and I can get
How
zoom
to zoom back out?
not just to move it.
All right, okay.
Because
All right. No, more attention. Diva,
so but
such a diva. My God. Anyway, okay. So having a different last name to go from Santiago Alonso
yeah.
Gonzalez Navarro to Santiago Alonso McCarthy Gonzalez. How has that changed?
Mm, well, I feel more like more connected to you.
Okay.
Maybe that I have your name and like I'm part of like I have a part of from you. I feel more like I thought that they're my family, like my cousins, my like the part uh, from my mother. I don't
Hmm.
feel like very connected. I just see them like closer, like friends or whatever.
Okay.
So I don't feel like the responsibility of being there or anything like that.
Mm.
Either from my other apellido, other
Last
forename,
name
last name.
or surname. Okay. All right. And then, do you think that has changed your view about the world, or what has changed in your mentality now because your last name is different?
No, it's nothing like maybe I could see that I don't know if it's because my McCarthy
Mm.
the name that I don't know if it's that or what that maybe more people treat me better, so it could be that.
You think people treat you better because you have a white name or a European name, or what?
Yeah, like a weird thing, like not common.
Okay, so because of that, then, because of not being part of the majority of people in Mexico, do you think that makes you kind of special, or what?
Yeah, I think so. Like you're not going to see that name in like a lot of places.
Mm.
But I mean, I don't feel like oh my name or whatever. Just like I could see like maybe it's not because of that, but it could be a reason why.
Do you think people project something on you? They think of you. Do you think they project more characteristics on you because you have a unique name in Mexico, or what?
What do you mean?
As in, like, do you think they treat you differently, or do they expect more from you, or something like that?
Yeah, it could be because like when I met maybe some teachers or whatever,
Mm.
or like I don't know, they always like when they knew my name, they always call me like that first, not Santiago, not Alonso, no, just like McCarthy.
Mm.
So I think maybe like a lot of my partners in the school like call me like that, and it's like oh McCarthy is going to do this or do this.
So do you think that changes your public identity?
Yeah, I think so.
Why?
It gives me more like formality maybe. So
Okay.
more
More
like
prestige, more prestigious.
yeah, it could be.
Okay, how much is it to adopt a child in Mexico if you have the permission of their parent? ¿Cuánto cuesta el trámite? Yeah, how much is the process for
500,
that? 500? No, you've two more guesses.
400,
No, one more.
2000.
59 pesos.
Oh.
You were very cheap. Yes, okay, yeah, so, yeah, to give someone your name
Okay.
and to adopt them legally, it's only 60 pesos. Or 59 or 57 or something ridiculous like
So
that.
what you buy like a with 60 pesos you buy the thing to adopt someone?
100 pesos, I can adopt you and get a torta outside. Yeah, some food.
Alright.
So, why do you think it's so cheap?
Mm. I don't know. Maybe,
Okay. Please, please, you're my guest.
okay. Maybe I don't know. Maybe they want to get rid of the kids.
It's because nobody wants to adopt them. That's the really, really sad thing in Mexico is that it's so cheap. It's also not common as well. It's not common that you have the permission of the mother of the child that you want to adopt, and it's really cheap because if it was really expensive, even less people would do it. So, what do you think about that?
Well, I don't know. A lot of like girls that are my friends have told me that they want to adopt. So maybe that's changing in this time.
Okay. But do you think you're very limited with the people that you talk to?
No, nothing. I always like to mm, meet new people.
But can you talk to super rich people and super poor people?
Ah,
Hmm?
I think so.
Alright, and why do you think people want to have less kids now in 2021?
Mm, well, I don't know. I like to have my own kids. So,
Okay. Yeah.
yeah,
Would you like to adopt in the future?
well, I would not have a problem doing that, but I prefer to have my kids.
Okay, well, for example, like, I mean, would that stop you in the future if you met a lady and you fell in love with her and she had a kid from someone else?
No, I don't think so.
Wouldn't want to. You'd be such a hypocrite if that did. So, do you think so? Do you think, I mean, for example, imagine if you meet a person that has, I don't know, a German lady or a lady from Mexico City, and it's Gutierrez Perez, for example,
Well,
and you can give McCarthy Gutierrez. Would you like that?
well, if the I like the girl, yeah,
Why? Why would that not matter? Why would that not be important?
because it's just a person. Like there's just like names.
Do you think it's difficult, or how do you think? So, for example, let's do a little activity here. How do you think I felt when I realized that your mother, who was my girlfriend, oh sorry, I'm off camera. How do you think I felt when I met this lady and I really really liked her and she told me that she had a kid?
Maybe like, oh fuck, like,
Please, no bad language.
I need to
This is
like,
for Disney Plus.
I need to have take care of a kid that is not mine, maybe.
Okay, but do you think it's difficult to get over that?
Yeah, I think so.
My,
Because, for example, you want to have your own kids, maybe, and
mm,
you can't. So I think it's a thing where you, like, you see me as a kid, like other kids, I don't know, something like that. I think it's difficult from a start to
okay.
accept that I'm not your kid.
So do you think that now, or when did you stop thinking that?
I think this year, or like the last year that I, like,
Just before COVID, or during that time?
not during that time.
During the pandemic and everything.
Yeah.
So why?
Maybe because of like little acts or things that you have done for us,
Mm.
like for to like help.
It's also because I wasn't leaving every day and being out of the house for 14 or 12 hours or whatever like that as well. So I think during COVID, the really good thing about COVID is that I was in the house more. I could enjoy my house. I mean, I work really hard to pay for everything, and so does your mom. But then for me, like I'm out of the house for more time. So then that means that I don't enjoy my house as much as I should, or I don't spend a lot of time in my house when I should. So then because of that, then as well, I was spending more time with you. So maybe that helped a lot.
Yeah.
Okay. Anything else? And we're at 16 and a half minutes now. So anything else before we finish?
No, it went very fast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Did you like?
Yeah,
I
like
really.
I see it more like an activity to talk you and me. Like,
Mm.
I feel like that.
All right. Okay. Thank you very much, everybody. See you next week.